It's not. We'll find out as we go, I guess. But I'm excited about tonight. I really am. I'm excited. I really am.
Well, then me too. Hey, just a fair bit of warning. My internet went out right at the beginning of this session, right when you were doing the stream introduction and stuff. And it just popped back up. So if I disappear, I disappear.
I will understand. I will understand, and we'll continue on, and we will play you like a fighter. We'll just charge right in.
Just don't pick my pocket before you disappear.
That's exactly how I play rogues, too. You know?
All right, awesome. So you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, and we're going to get going. We got a lot to do. We have a lot to do. I'm excited. Man. Also, Scandroids, we're gonna have to get together during the week on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're gonna have to get together and do a bunch of spell macros for you.
Okay.
We'll do the nice spell templates like everyone has. All right, let's do it.
All right. The runs. Aberdeen Dungington. I'm a half-orc cleric.
Unbelievable runs.
I'm Vey. I am a ranger, and my animal companion is Boris.
I am Sandman, and I play Zerofan. I'm a half-orc fighter.
I'm Scandroids, and I play Cade, a sorcerer, human.
I'm Ninja. I play Kenshi, the rogue. Everybody watch out.
Alright, so who's got the recap from last week? Anybody remember what happened? Everybody's deer in the headlights? No recap from last week?
Yeah, I went, and then Fedekin went. Sandman went. Who's next?
Let's see if I get my notes out.
Alright, so what happened last week was everybody is in the 3rd level of the Emerald Spire. Now, you guys found out about the Echo Wood, basically the splinters of the Echo Woods. You found out several things. First off, you found these statues around the lair. These female statues have these cherubs. You found out that they all contain a very noxious, poisonous gas that makes you hallucinate for a small amount of time. But in the armory that you discovered several weeks back, you found that there were not only garbs in there, but on the mask themselves, there were small vials of an antitoxin that you guys basically stocked up on, and you found out that that's able to counter the noxious gas. You've encountered quite a few of the splinters themselves. You've basically killed about a dozen of them. You found out that a new symbol for this level, which was for the old Aslanti language of 3. You also found out that they love to eat, and they cook some really good stew. Now, where you guys are at now is in a cavern. That's where we left off last time. Now, I'm going to put you guys over to the map. So yeah, you guys need to figure out some kind of rotation on the recap, and which is no problem. All right, so you guys are here. You guys can see everything. Your new token's been changed out, and as you guys are approaching this door, all of a sudden you hear and feel a very small rumbling throughout the cavern. All right, you feel and hear this, and everything shakes. Just the tremors very, very, very lightly. Now, you see that there is this mechanism that you've never seen before start to creep through the chamber to the north. And it has green stripes on it, has 2 large claws in the front, has several different legs, sort of like a giant metallic spider from the looks of it. So, what do you guys want to do?
We see this thing coming then, right?
You most certainly do, yeah.
I immediately back up.
Yeah, you see this thing. It basically stops about right here. And everybody hears this coming from the north. Looks like a giant canister with legs and big metal crab claws on the front of it. And it is in your presence, just merely 10 feet from you. And driving this apparatus is a small gnome sitting on a nice big comfy seat in a glass bubble.
Oh, nice.
Does the gnome look angry, or does he look curious as to who's in his cave?
Well, the lid pops open, and it sounds and the glass lid pops open, and he stands up, and then he starts to speak. Wes, are you there? Hopefully you're there.
Yep.
That's you, man.
I'm looking for a sorcerer that wanted some scrolls.
Scrolls?
That's kind of what I thought, but he paid for them, so.
Do you know what his name was?
I think his name was Lezar.
Interesting. That was my father's name.
But if any of you want some scrolls cheap, they're almost already paid for.
Almost already.
Well, how much you talking about?
Just another 5,000 gold.
Oh, too
Actually,
good.
this fireball one I'll let go for 75.
As I start to bring out my sheet to find...
What?
That doesn't sound too bad, actually.
Where did you come from?
Yeah, I was in Farron. But they're having dragon issues there, so I thought I'd get out of town for a while.
No. Where is this Faerun? I've never heard of it.
It's on the other side of the Underdark.
So you just rode that thing all the way through the Underdark?
Pretty much, yeah. Y'all need any potions or scrolls or anything?
Well, besides the fireball, what else are you offering?
Yeah, I got some magic missile. Got a bunch of healing potions.
I find myself always in need of healing potions. How much are you letting those things go for?
I love West River at doing Mick.
75 gold piece each.
This is an unlikely apparatus that you all have never ever seen in your entire life. Interesting technology.
Yeah, you don't mind if I step a little closer to this thing you're riding on and take a peek at it, do you?
Go right ahead.
Does it bite?
Only if you bite it.
Where's that gonna step out of the way?
Start tapping. Boom, 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 boom.
It's definitely of a very hard metal, like iron. Actually, harder than iron.
This is the coolest thing ever. Where in the world did you find one of these things? Or did you make it, or... Give me a story here.
I found it in the Underdark. Only had to clean a couple skeletons out of it to make it usable.
Were the keys in it?
Pretty much, yep.
You got it for steel.
Just drove it off the lot like that, huh? That thing's, that's pretty cool. That's a cool toy. Were there any others sitting around, or that was the, this is
It's
unique?
the only one I found. Don't suppose any of you got any ale to drink? I've been on the road for quite a while.
Nope, no ale.
I have a couple of bottles of Elvish wine.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Thirsty Gnome. I could give you a cask of ale for, say, 2 healing potions.
That's right, you do have one.
I'll give you one for the cask.
Alright, I can work with
This
that.
here jug only produces a gallon of wine a day, and that ain't near enough.
Yeah,
Just
it is a good idea, Taranja. Wanted to introduce him into the inner sea side.
Alright, I'll go step back in this area and then go grab one of those supplies and down there. Bring it up there and give it to him.
Alright.
A little guy, are you interested in
Little guy?
buying some things? I think I might have something you're interested in.
Oh. Buying and trading, that's what I do.
He's a very small gnome, too. He's a rock gnome. He appears to be a rock gnome. Very small. Smaller than the average rock gnome.
Yeah, he's so tiny.
Tiny guy, yeah.
He's cute!
Alright, well, I pull out my bucket of endless ale.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that looks good.
And I show him as I turn it to the side that beer magically appears in it, but it won't run out.
What's it taste like, though?
Why don't you try it?
Okay, I will.
Ah, this cask is so heavy. Where do you want me to put this thing?
Put it there, the front. Get
Got
out
like a
here and
trunk?
get that keg of ale.
Alright, so a dark elf appears, sort of like a latch or a hatch from the back pops open from this machine that you see in front of you, and a dark
Alright,
elf appears.
I'll carry it around to the back then and hand it to the dark elf. I assume he's not pointing a crossbow at me or something.
No.
What the cool machine? It poops drow.
Right?
Don't let her hear you say that. She's got a nasty temper in the morning.
Because she's
Hello.
drinking all your ale.
Exactly, Samutha. This is great. Sort of like a little RP, something to throw it in instead of just the typical dungeon crawl,
I was expecting to see some splinters here.
Oh, they left.
Good.
Took an
I
early
didn't
retirement.
trust that Terrandars.
Did you have business with the Splinters, or you just were hoping to trade just like
She
you are with
cheated
us?
me once.
Oh, bitch. God. Us too. Anything special about this potion I need to know about, or standard healing?
Just a basic healing potion.
Thank you so much, kind gnome. I appreciate it.
Got a couple potions of animal friendship here too, if you want them.
How much do you want for that?
Well, 150 each.
Well, have you investigated my bucket of endless ale? Or what do you think it tastes
tell
like?
you what. I'll trade you my jug of alchemy for it.
Oh, what is that?
It's a magical item. It lets you have beer, water, wine, but it's only a limited quantity every day.
Limits, huh?
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, I'll throw in one of the potions of animal friendship too.
Okay. I was going to take it sight unseen, but that's even better deal. You drive a hard bargain. So you get endless ale, and I get a jug of alchemy. So it produces multiple liquids, but only limited amounts, right?
Correct.
Oh, that's good, because I need to limit myself. I've been drinking too much of the ale.
There's never too much
The
ale.
slosh.
Right.
Yeah, we were hoping Aberdeen didn't find it.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Wow. Shots fired already.
You aren't associated with the Spire at all, is you?
Oh, I am the new ruler of the Spire.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You mean you got rid of all them trogs down below?
Oh, we're working on it.
Them smelling beasts.
It's a minor pest issue.
Right. We called the exterminators, but they just their schedule is not working out, so we're headed that way ourselves.
So you know about the Spire then? Is there any,
I've been through here a time or two.
yeah? Any good stories about it you can tell us?
Well, this here section used to belong to the Tynals.
Tynals?
They was a noble family a few generations ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains why there's so many paintings and murals in here.
Nasty people, but they were honest anyway. Not like that new Terrandars.
Yeah, you mentioned them before. Is that
Yeah,
the new people that's here?
Yeah, she says she's been here forever, but I haven't seen her except for the last 4 or 5 years.
Well, we just come from the south of where we are now. We haven't found anyone by that name.
Yeah.
Or not
He's got
if
the
we
perfect
asked.
gnome voice, man.
Well, I did hear the those two first centuries talking about Terrandars and the books that she's hoarding,
That is anime.
but that's the only mention that we've had of her.
It's a Qualis of apparatus with racing stripes. He wanted racing stripes.
Oh, her second in command, Bartholomew. You ever meet him?
Don't trust him either.
They made this token.
Oh,
She
God,
did a great
shit,
job,
huh?
didn't she?
Can't imagine
at
what
that.
that's like.
Look at this. Look at how beautiful that token is. She made that.
How far down does this thing go? Have you been to other levels of this?
It goes deep. But if you're the new owner, you should know that, shouldn't you?
Well, new owner is the operative word here.
Not one of those
We're-
deals. It's yours if you can keep it, huh?
Yeah, that's right. We're still exploring it now.
We will definitely keep it.
I think it goes down about 15, 16 levels all told, but it gets crazy wicked down there. I try to avoid that place.
I love it.
Oh, wow,
In fact,
that
I
heat.
probably shouldn't even be this close to it, but I had some unfinished business.
Where are you headed now?
Well, I got a contract in Fort Invincible.
Like a trade contract?
Something that some of your guild is involved in.
Do you need any supplies?
I was just going to ask you that.
Oh, we have quite a bit.
Don't need any arrows or bolts or anything?
Actually,
I got a
use some
feeling
arrows.
you're going to use quite a few.
Couple hatches on the side of this mechanical beast open up. You know, a couple hatches, all kinds of small buckets of swords and daggers and arrows and bolts, all kinds of good stuff.
Do you have any beef jerky?
Beef jerky.
No beef, but I got some bat jerky.
Oh my
Bat
gosh.
jerky, that's good too.
Bat
With or
jerky.
without guano?
Whichever way you want it.
Alright, we'll take it with.
Oh my god.
Boris likes it with.
About that scroll,
Which one?
the fireball.
Yeah?
How much were you asking for?
150.
He just said 70.
I could vaguely remember you saying it was 40 before.
Yeah, actually, I said 75. Just seeing if you was paying attention, boy.
I whisper over to Kate and I say, I believe these rock gnomes are. You have to negotiate with them. Don't ever accept their first price.
I got this. Is there any way I could convince you to maybe sell it to me for 40?
Well, you could owe me a favor.
What kind of favor?
Something commensurate with the value. Don't quite know
That's
what it
very
is
vague.
yet.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like to know what the favor would be ahead of time. You know, an open-ended one just could be anything.
Yeah, it won't kill you. Whatever the favor is.
Too
You
good.
just may need some cream afterwards.
Oh man. Well, I could possibly do that then.
Okay. I can do that.
So how often do you come through here trading?
Every 2-3 years usually. Unless I got a special delivery.
Well, as soon as we claim total ownership of the Spire, you should definitely come back and trade some more with us.
Oh, I plan to.
Yeah, we're sure to have some good trinkets to trade.
Anything for sale in there that might interest a rogue?
Oh, yes. Definitely have something for you. It's from your guild, even.
Okay, let me see.
You might want to come back here. Guild business is not public business, you know.
Oh,
All right, I'll move around to the back of the
Shifty.
Yeah, I got these couple of these potions of poison for you.
all
But
right.
the guild wants something in return for them.
Oh, what's that?
They want the chambermaid of the commander of the fort back there killed. Preferably in the ladies' bed chambers.
Do you have a name, or are you just talking about Terrandars?
Not Terrandars, the Fort Invincible, whatever.
Lady drove
Oh,
us.
in Fort Invincible.
Out of character, I believe he's referring to Lady Drovost,
Lady
the
Drovost,
commander
yeah.
of Fort
You know,
Inevitable.
yeah, you know her quite well, Ninja and Xerophone. You know her quite well. She rules with a heavy hand. That's, one of the big reasons why you got out of the Hell Knights.
Yes. So someone wants to send the lady a message.
Is there a time limit on this message?
Well, preferably before the lady dies, but
For a couple of vials of acid or poison.
Understood. I accept.
Oh.
You'd have to give me that
and
that
if
feed.
you ever need to get in touch with me, just talk to Captain Crazy.
Captain Crazy. Okay.
And where is he?
I think his real
We're
name
not hearing
is
this conversation, I think.
Abernard Roast.
Yeah. Old Abernard Royst. He was the one that, he thought Dirt was crazy, and Dirt actually thought he was crazy.
Well, they're both right.
Yeah. Aberdeen, what do you think? You got anything?
what's your name?
Xerophon?
Oh, I don't think I need anything.
I've got plenty of supplies right now. I'm fine.
Yeah, what's your name, little guy?
Little guy.
I'm Mick the Peddler.
Wow,
Mick the Peddler.
Nice to meet you,
I
man.
think I've heard of you.
Well, it's quite possible. Spend any time in the Underdark, you probably had doings with some of my wares.
Maybe.
I gotta ask, out of character, what have you heard about Mick the Peddler?
Oh, I hear many people being in debt and losing their homes and selling their children into slavery, things like that.
I don't deal in children.
No. I think your customers had to do some of those things.
What about any magic weapons or anything like that? Do you deal in those?
Usually on consignment.
Well, if you come across any, like maybe a great sword or something like that that has magical properties, you might keep me in mind.
I'll do that. As long as you got enough gold for it.
Now, actually, Mick, I would like to ask you. You said you travel through the Underdark a lot.
Oh boy.
I heard rumors that Drow like to use pistol crossbows a lot, which I also use. So if you ever run across any magical ones, stash them away. I'll make it worth your while.
We'll see. But my partner usually deals with the draw.
Makes sense.
Alright, you mentioned arrows.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the standard arrows, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Do you have any special arrows?
Well, I got some of my own design. Haven't been tested. They aren't magical, but if you want to test them for me and report on them, I'll let you have 10 of them free.
Alright. I'll take those 10 and let me grab an additional 40 normal arrows if you have them.
Sounds good.
Let me true what for the regular ones.
Standard prices.
Make sure you call out when you're shooting.